barging on the French Canal has been on Warren Johnson's long-time bucket list. It wasn't so much on Margot's desire. However, after the excursion, it became one of her most favorite trips. The problem was which barge and canal to select. Europe had so many options. Warren had talked with friends who recently did a French barge trip. They were very excited about the Savoy thither in Burgundy. The problem was the Savoy required 8 passengers, and Warren had only he and Margot on his list. He had previously invited all his friends, and they were of the same initial lack of enthusiasm as Margot. That was when the barge ladies came to the rescue. Instead, they recommended a luxurious Magnolia that would book 4 to 6 passengers. Warren felt he could wrangle that number. Even more important, the Magnolia had a hot tub. For Warren, that was a deal breaker. Besides the week-long barge trip, Warren planned everyone to spend a week roaming around Old Dijon and driving in a couple of days around Burgundy in northeast France. Our Maison Philippe Le Bon was an historic hotel and restaurant. Located in Dijon in the Burgundy region of France, it held a significant place in the area culture. Listed as a World Heritage Site, it had 3 residences, including a formal convent and a 15th century Gothic courtyard. We had 6 days to learn our way around the city. We hired Christelle from Tour Travel and More as our private guide cum concierge. For 3 hours she walked us around this Duchy of Burgundy. Dijon had 153,000 people and was 203 miles southeast of Paris. It lied on the confluence of the Ouche and Suzanne rivers. Francois Rude was popular among locals as a central place with traditional houses, a fountain with a sculpture, with an old carousel, and lots of cafes and bars. The city had many outstanding old buildings, some dating back to the 15th century, when it was annexed by Louis XI of France in 1477. The buildings of the Palace of the Dukes of Burgundy were located in the center of the old city. The original medieval palace was largely rebuilt and extended in the 17th and 18th centuries. Only 2 towers, the guard room and the kitchens, survive from the original 14th and 15th century building. The Grand Theatre de Dijon, built in 1828 and one of the main performing venues of the Opera de Dijon, was declared a Monument Historique of France in 1975. The Saint Michel Church was a 17th century church famous for its Renaissance facade. Considered one of the most beautiful in France, was classified as a historic monument in the list of 1840. The Palace of the Dukes of Burgundy was now the town hall and contained the Musée des Beaux-Arts. Dijon was largely spared by the destructions of wars, such as the 1870 Franco-Prussian War and the Second World War. Many of the old buildings, such as the half-timbered houses dated from the 12th and the 15th centuries, were undamaged. The imposing Notre Dame Church dates to the 13th century and stands on Rue de la Cochée. Maison Millier, classified as an historic monument, was built in 1483. It has survived the centuries despite municipal decrees prohibiting the renovation of old wooden buildings to fight against the fires that ravaged the city on many occasions. Church popular legend as an owl stone sculpture. Visitors touch the owl with their left hands as a good luck charm to make a wish. The early 13th century Gothic Church of Notre Dame has an original facade with magnificent carving above its triple doorway. The church design, which represents few in France, was famous both for its art and architecture. On the two levels above are rows of columns, each row bordered by a long line of 51 gargoyles representing monsters, animals, and also humans. Our exploration of Dijon ended on Saturday when Captain Nicholas transported us from the hotel to the Magnolia.
We're going along the Bourgogne Canal in Burgundy, and in between locks. And as you see the side, there's a bicycle path. It used to be the old tow path. The leaves on the trees are starting to come out. There's a young man on a motorbike coming along there. This is the barge. This is a road going along the side. And we will be going through, I think, 49 locks in a week. And there's one about every mile. Closing the locks manually. And the captain of the ship is closing the other lock. Mechanism with a handle on it to allow the water to flow in. And then they use these long arms to open it up.
Oh, he's got his own crank.
Yeah, that's in case the guy isn't here. So we're walking along here, and this is about as fast as the boat goes as we can walking. And then you got this wise ass up here. He's running. Now our barge is entering into another lock along the way. It's a very tight fit, and the length of the lock is about as long as the barge, which I think is 131 feet. Like putting meat into a sausage cover. It really is tight. boat is coming into the locks, and this is number 46. But there's not much room to spare on either side. If that boat were another coat of paint or two, it wouldn't fit. That's Valentine lassoing one of the he's slowing it down and putting the brakes on it. We are on bikes now, and so we got here to the next lock sooner. So here comes the barge coming up to the next lock. And this is the canal on the Ouche Valley. Au revoir. Au reservoir. Look, Mom, no hands. Look, Mom, no canopy.
Oh, it's Prosperite. We saw his picture on the
On the barge, ladies?
when we were on that ship, I mean that list of stuff that you had when we sat up there alongside the boat stop. We know you're there.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Bonne navigation.
Well, this is 2 ships passing in the day.
That's a big one. You have a Magnolia Marange Premier Cru. So I don't know if you remember, we have 4 levels in wine in Burgundy. This one is the 3rd one.
Free toast with onion compote, so reduction of onion on white wine. And then the white spot on the side, it's a cream of garlic, so just garlic cooked on milk.
Oh.
hope you're ready for the cheese. So tonight you will have 3 different cheese. One is the ewe milk cheese, and the 2 others are the cow's milk cheese. Don't be nervous with your camera. I just want to take a picture.
Forget it. Forget it. Warm.
You're not gonna make 2 cabins into
No,
3.
no. No, we stay on 6.
In the Burgundy in the winter, not in summer. Summer is it's very hot and warmer.
Yeah.
You know, not the wind.
But urine is just a little shower and food.
Castillo was our guide. For 3 hours she showed us the highlights of old Dijon. For the last 300 years, a visitor could bring his wish by touching his left hand on the owl of Notre Dame. But touching a dragon canceled it. Christelle showed us several 17th century estates that were now rented condos. We also explored Dijon's great free museum.
In the capital of Burgundy, this is where the Dukes of Burgundy built their palace.
The palace is a massive structure the size of a city block, and you can see its classical style facade from the Place de la Libération.
And today, the palace is home to both the Dijon City Hall and the Museum of Fine Arts.
And the Museum of Fine Arts is free for everybody all the time. It's one of the most beautiful art museums outside of Paris, and it has an extensive collection that spans all the way from Egyptian antiquities to modern art.
But the largest part of the collection is made of medieval and Renaissance art.
Some of our favorites were the room with the tombs of the Dukes of Burgundy.
They are massive tombs with lots of intricate details.
If you like religious art, the museum has some amazing altarpieces.
But we paid several hundred euros for a dinner in the top restaurant. With a rental car and Warren's Michelin map, we explored East Côte-d'Or, stopping whatever we saw along our way. On Saturday, Captain Nicholas picked us up on his van and drove us 15 minutes to Plombières, where the Magnolia was docked. Warren wasted no time testing out Magnolia's hot tub. During the next 6 days, the Magnolia will float from Loch 50 to Loch 1. We'll spend our time walking or biking along the nearby towpath. Visiting nearby sites with the accompanied van, or just resting as the Magnolia passes through the countryside. In France, truffles are called truffes. Similar to a potato, they are the fruiting body of a subterranean fungus. Some are highly prized as food in France and Italy. French call truffles the diamond of the kitchen.
Laisse chercher, quand je la trouve pas, et puis après je la récupère. Tu l'as trouvée? Voilà, elle l'a récupérée et hop. I take it.
Our host, Urs, with his tiny auberge and authentic Lock House 34, provided us with a private dinner. Later, he joined us and became the life of the party. On Tuesday, we were back in Dijon. We met Luc as he purchased supplies for a special farewell dinner. It included lamb, mushrooms, and cheese as we tasted a few of the samples. The Abbey de la Lucière was the site of the 12th century Cistercian monks. Its buildings with its Gothic architecture and Renaissance style was rebuilt around the 19th century. They were transformed in 2005 into a luxury hotel with restaurant. After short cruising in the morning, we lunched at a local cafe. Obviously, the owner knew we were coming. As we drove through Côte de Nuit, each hamlet was more picturesque than the other. The Hospice des Beaunes was a formal charitable almshouse in Beaune, France. It was founded in 1443 by Nicholas Rollin, Chancellor of Burgundy, as a hospital for the poor. The original hospital building, Hôtel Dieu, the finest example of 15th century Burgundy architecture, was now a museum.
Sorry. Oui, il va y avoir un examen à la fin. Écrit ou oral? Qui s'appelle comment?
Châteauneuf was an old medieval town in Côte d'Or, now listed among the most beautiful villages in France.
Later we're gonna see the square of the beef, the square of the pig. So the streets were very, very lively in the village. Everything takes.
Ce soir j'attends Madeleine, j'ai apporté du lilas, j'en apporte toutes les semaines. Madeleine, elle aime bien ça. Ce soir j'attends Madeleine, on prendra le tram 33 pour manger.
Yes. Are you ready?
It can be enough.
1, 2, 3.
La